Good morning, friends. I am Prabhakar. See, recently I have created a YouTube channel. The name of my channel is Career Adhyapan. It is a YouTube channel, Career Adhyapan. See, the main intention of creating this channel is to help the students, to serve the students by sharing my knowledge, the knowledge which I am going to share, that is quantitative aptitude, arithmetic, reasoning and English. These things and current affairs also, general studies and current affairs also. These things are useful for all competitive examinations. Aspirants of bank exams and staff selection commission exams and railway recruitment and police recruitment and all other competitive examinations like including gate or placement drives. So these videos are very much useful, highly beneficial to the students. This is absolutely free, friends. Just what all you need to do is to subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications every day. Actually, I am planning to post nearly 300 to 400 videos covering arithmetic, reasoning and English and general studies videos. So every day 1 or 2 or 3 videos you will receive, you will get. So friends, so I request you to watch these videos regularly and carefully and attentively, so that you will be in a position, you will come to a position, you will feel confident of facing any competitive exam. Nowadays, friends, in any competitive exam, arithmetic, reasoning and English and current affairs are compulsory subjects. So I would like to share my knowledge and I would like to share my vast experience of 25 years with you at absolutely free of cost. Just it is my pleasure of sharing this knowledge. So not to earn money. So I request, friends, please, it's like a hobby I am doing this, project. Sincerely and honestly, I will complete this project. So I request all the students to take advantage and to take benefit of these videos, so that I'll be happy. So what all you need to do is please subscribe to my channel Career Adhyapan, so that it will boost my energies. By subscribing and by this thing, it will boost my energies, so that it will motivate me. It gives me encouragement to make more and more interesting videos, qualitative videos, useful videos for all competitive exams, so that if you watch these 300 videos which I am going to post on my channel, you will definitely crack any competitive exam like banking or insurance exams or SSC exams or railway exams or any competitive exam. You will acquire a fund of knowledge definitely by watching my videos. Okay friends. So today I am taking reasoning first. In reasoning topic, I am taking the chapter inequalities. inequalities chapter. In any competitive exam nowadays, you will find not less than 5 problems on this concept. Inequalities concept, you will find not less than 5 problems minimum. And friends, this is not only important but also easier, but also very easy. You can easily get 5 marks in this topic, inequalities. Just 5-6 fundamentals you have to learn. You have to learn 5-6 fundamentals, so you can solve all the 5 questions within no time. Okay, friends. So see, I will briefly explain the pattern is the questions pattern. Here is a statement will be given, a long statement will be given, followed by two conclusions, and your task is to verify which of the given two statements logically follows from the given statement. A statement will be given, a long statement, or 2-3 statements will be given. Sometimes only one long statement will be given, sometimes 2-3 statements will be given, followed by 2 conclusions, or sometimes 3 conclusions, or sometimes 4 conclusions. It doesn't matter, any number of conclusions we can solve the problem. First I am considering taking 2 conclusions. So a statement will be given followed by 2 conclusions. Your job is to verify the statement and which of the following 2 conclusions logically follows from the given statement. A statement followed by 2 conclusions. You have to verify which of the 2 conclusions logically follows from the given statement. That is, which of the following conclusions is true. Which of the following 2 conclusions is true from the given statement. You have to mark the answers like this. If you think that only first statement is true, second statement is false, then generally your answer is conclusion 1 follows. Conclusion 1 doesn't follow, that is conclusion 1 is not true. Conclusion 2 is true. Then your option is generally B. Sometimes either 1 or 2, either this conclusion or this conclusion may follow. Then your option is C. If neither of the 2 conclusions follows, conclusion 1 doesn't follow, conclusion 2 doesn't follow, then your option is neither of the conclusions follows. That is generally option D. If both conclusions follow, conclusion 1 follows, conclusion 2 follows, if both the conclusions follow, then your option is generally G. So first you have to decide which of the given 2 conclusions is true from the given statement. So to decide that we have to see some small things. We have to learn these things so that you will come to a position to decide which statement is true, which conclusion is true, which conclusion is false. Very simple, friends. Very simple. See, if A greater than B, B greater than C, C greater than D, then naturally A greater than D. All inequality signs are greater than. So here A greater than D. The same thing, if A greater than or equal to B, B greater than or equal to C, C greater than or equal to D, then naturally the relation between A and D is A greater than or equal to D. This is one thing. And second thing, if A less than B, B less than C, C less than D, then naturally A less than D. The relation is transferable from A to D. The relation is transferable from A to D, so A less than D, A less than D. In the same way, if A less than or equal to B, B less than or equal to C, C less than or equal to D, then A less than or equal to D, A less than or equal to D. And third thing you have to remember is if the inequality signs are like this, that is A greater than B, B greater than or equal to C, C greater than or equal to D. So here all these signs are not same. One sign is greater than, two signs are greater than or equal to. In this case, the relation between A and D is A greater than D. Only A greater than D follows. Only A greater than D. Even one greater than. Suppose if it is like this, A greater than B, B greater than C, C greater than or equal to D. Then also your conclusion, your relation between A and D is A greater than D. A greater than D. In the same way, if A less than B, B less than C, C less than or equal to D, then the relation between A and D is A less than D. If only one inequality, one less than is there, then the relation between A and D is only less than only. Then less than or equal to doesn't happen. So A less than D. A less than D. Okay friends, if it is like this, A greater than or equal to B, B greater than or equal to C, C greater than D. Here two greater than or equal to signs are there, one greater than sign is there. So only this follows. A greater than D. A greater than D. So this is the first thing. And if there are opposite inequalities, like this, A greater than B, B greater than C, and C less than D, then there is no relation between A and D. You can't establish any relation between A and D. A greater than D you can't write, A less than D you can't write. Then we say there is no relation between A and D. One more point I tell you later. If in this case, what relation we can establish between A and D, I tell you after some time, maybe in the next video. Okay friends, in this case there is no relation between A and D. No relation between A and D. So in the same case, if A greater than or equal to B, B greater than or equal to C, C less than or equal to D, So two greater than or equalities are there, one less than or equal to. So opposite inequalities, then we can't establish any relation between A and D. Then also your answer is no relation between A and D. So this is the brief introduction before we go to solve the problems. Okay friends. Friends, here I have to tell you small briefing about either or option. Either or option. See, either or option you will get in two cases. Either or option you will get in two cases. Suppose from the statement line, one statement is given, no? One statement is given, no? From the statement, you got relation like this: k greater than or equal to m. From the statement line, we will see the problems now. From the statement line, you got the relation like k greater than or equal to m. Now the conclusions are like this, friends. First conclusion is k greater than m. Second conclusion is k is equal to m. First conclusion is k greater than or equal. First conclusion is k greater than m. Second conclusion is k is equal to m. What conclusion you got from the statement? What conclusion you got from the statement? K greater than or equal to m. K greater than or equal to m. So what are the conclusions? What are the conclusions? First conclusion is k greater than m. Second conclusion is k is equal to m. So either this or this. Either this or this. So in this case, your option must be either or, either one or two. Either one or two. Okay, friends, this is first case. And the second case where you have to exercise the option either or. Second case where you have to exercise the option either or. Suppose it is like this: k greater than L, L greater than M, M less than P. K greater than L, L greater than M, M less than P. Here in this statement, opposite inequalities are there. Opposite inequalities are there. One greater than is there, one less than is there. When there are opposite inequalities between two variables, when there are two opposite inequalities between two variables, you can't establish any relation between those two variables. So you can't establish any relation between k and p. No relation between k and p. So now you have decided like this. No relation between k and p. So go to options. Go to conclusions. First conclusion is k greater than or equal to p. First conclusion is, friends, this is very important. Listen attentively, carefully. You have decided that there is no conclusion between k and p. Now go to conclusions. The first conclusion is k greater than or equal to p. Second conclusion is k less than p. This is in this case also. Your option is either this or this. See, friends, what else the relation could be between two variables? K and P are there. Whether k is equal to p, or k greater than p, or k less than p. These three relations are possible between two variables. Right, friends? These three relations are possible between two variables. So what is given in the first conclusion? K greater than or equal to p. If k is not greater than or equal to p, then what must be? K less than p. So if this statement is not true, k is not greater than p, k is not equal to p, then what could be? K less than p. So if this is not true, this is If this is not true, this is true. This is true. That is, if this is false, if this is false, k is not greater than p, k is not equal to p, then k must be less than p. So if this is false, if this is false, this is true. If this is true. If this is false, if this is false, k less than p is false. That is, k is not less than p. K is not less than p means then what could be the relation between k and p? Either k is greater than p or k is equal to p. K is not less than p. K is not less than p. So what could be the relation between k and p? Either k must be greater than p or k is equal to p. So if this is false, this must be true. This must be true. So this is the second case. This is the second case where you have to exercise the option either or, either or. So if this is like this, don't go for option neither conclusion follows. So if there is no relation between k and p, if there is no relation between k and p, go to options, then decide the right option. Generally, one more small hint I will give you. Generally, for either or option, in both these statements, the two terms will be same. In conclusion 1, what are the two terms? Kp. In conclusion 1, what are the two terms? Kp. In conclusion 2, the two terms are k and p. So that is a hint for you. That is a hint for you. Then you have to search for either or option. So this is about case 2 of either or option. Okay, friends. Now let us do problems. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. Now let us take 5 examples and solve these 5 examples. See, friends, this is the statement line. The first one is statement line. Here 3 conclusions are given. 3 conclusions are given, and we have to say which of these 3 conclusions is true from this statement. Let us consider one by one. Let us take the first conclusion, whether it follows or not. Let us take the second conclusion. Let us see whether it follows or not. Let us take up the third conclusion and see whether it follows or not. Okay, right. Let us take first conclusion. A greater than or equal to Z. A greater than or equal to Z. From this statement, we have to verify whether A greater than or equal to Z, this conclusion is true or not. Okay. See here the relation between A and Z. Between A and Z, there are 2 variables, 2 inequalities greater than or equal to. When there are greater than and greater than or equal to, what inequality follows? Greater than follows. So A greater than Z is true. Here between A and Z, what are the various inequalities? Greater than or equal to. Greater than, when there are greater than and greater than or equal to, then what is followed? Greater than is followed. So A greater than Z is true. A greater than or equal to Z. No, this is false. This conclusion does not follow. What is followed? Only A greater than Z is followed. Right? Next, let us go to second one. Z less than V. Yes, Z, V. Between Z and V. Between Z and V, what are the inequalities? All are less than. Z less than X, X less than C, C less than V. So, definitely Z less than V. Z less than V. So, second one follows. Second one is true. Second one is true. C greater than F. C greater than F. C between C and F. Between C and F, there are opposite inequalities. C and F, here opposite inequalities. Here it is greater than. Here it is less than. When there are opposite inequalities, we can't establish any relation between C and F. So, third one does not follow. Here only conclusion 2 is true. Your answer is only conclusion 2 is true. Right, friends? Let us go to second problem. This is the given statement. This is the given statement. Let us see which of the three conclusions follow from the given statement. First, let us take R less than or equal to I. R less than or equal to I. R, I. Between R and I, less than and less than or equal to. Less than or equal to, two types of inequalities are there. When there are less than and less than or equal to, what is followed? Less than is followed. What is followed? Less than is followed. So, R less than I is true. R less than I is true. R less than or equal to I. Don't get confused. You cannot put this option. Your answer is R less than I. Your answer is R less than I. Don't assume it is less than is here. Less than is here. So this may be followed. Don't do like that. What relation must be there? Only less than. Here what relation we can establish between R and I? R less than I. So you have to search for only R less than I. Here it is R less than or equal to I. No. This is not followed. Next, let us see. Here the conclusion 2 and 3. QR. When there are similar terms, we have to search for either or. Okay. Now let us see the relation between Q and R. What is the relation between Q and R? Q greater than or equal to. So Q greater than or equal to R. Q greater than or equal to R. That is the relation. That is the conclusion between Q and R. Q greater than or equal to R. Here what this man did, this greater than or equal to is divided into two parts. One conclusion is greater than, one conclusion is equal to. So in this case, your option is either 2 or 3. Q is greater than or equal to R. Q is greater than or equal to R. So either 2 or 3. Either conclusion 2 or 3. You have to select the answer very carefully. You have to select the option very carefully. You don't select both. Here most of the people will get confused in this area. Here we got conclusion Q greater than or equal to R. So people take greater than and people take is equal to both. You can't take both. You have to take either Q greater than R or Q is equal to R. So here your option is either 2 or 3. Don't take 2 and 3. 2 and 3 don't take. You have to take only either 2 or 3. So your option for this second question is Q either 2 or 3. This does not follow. First conclusion does not follow. So here either 2 or 3. Okay, friends. Now let us go to third question. The relation is between B and D. The relation is between D. B, D. Oh, B, D. There are opposite inequalities between B and D. Here two greater than signs are there, two less than signs are there. So there is no relation between B and D. That is first thing. No relation between B and D. But if you look at this and this, then there is no relation between two variables. B and D. Absolutely, there is no, as per the statement, there is no certain relation, there is no definite relation between B and D. But one thing we can say, either this or this is true. B greater than, if this is false. If this is false, this must be true. B is not greater than D. B is not equal to D means B must be less than D. So if this is false, this is true. If this is false, B is not less than D. If B is not less than D, then B must be either greater than or equal to. So if this is false, this is true. So if this is true, this is false. If this is false, this is true. So in this case, your option is either 1 or 2. Now let us see the third statement. Let us see the third conclusion. C greater than M. C, where is C? Here C. Okay. C greater than M. Greater than. Don't bother about is equal to. Equal to is our friend. Don't bother about equal to. V greater than M. C is equal to V. Therefore, C also greater than M. So, C greater than M. This is true. So, your final answer is you have to select the option like this. Either 1 or 2 and 3. That is the appropriate option you have to select from the options. Okay. Now let us go to fourth problem. Z less than G. Oh, here two statements are given. One statement, two statement. Here two statements are given. You have to establish the relation between Z and G. Z is in the first statement. G is in the second statement. One common letter will be there to link up these two statements. Definitely one common letter will be there between these two statements to link up, to establish the relation. If common letter is not there, we can't establish any relation between Z and G. Let us see the common letter. Hi friends, see, C is the common letter. So now let us establish between Z and C and C and G. Thereafter we have to establish relation between Z and G. See friends, here common letter is C. Z and C, the relation is Z less than C. C less than G. So Z less than C less than G. So Z less than G. Okay, this is true. Statement 1, conclusion 1 is true. Next, X less than J. X less than C. C less than J. From C and J, C less than J. Less than or equal to implies less than is followed. C less than J. X less than C. C less than J. X less than C. X less than C, C less than J. So X less than J. Sure, yes, it is followed. It is true. It is true. Now let us go to third one. C less than or equal to J. C less than or equal to J. Cj. Cj. So here C less than J. Here C less than J. C not. C, this is not correct option. Your answer is C less than J. But what is given here? C less than or equal to. Less than or equal to. No. C not less than or equal to. C compulsorily less than J. So this is not correct. This is not correct. So here from C and J, your conclusion, your answer is C less than J. But here what is given? C less than or equal to J. No, we don't accept that. Our conclusion must be C less than J. So this is not followed. So only 1 and 2 follow. Your option is only 1 and 2 follow. Statement 1 follows and conclusion 1 follows and conclusion 2 follows. Let us go to the fifth question. Here also two statements are given, friends. Two statements are given. A, C. A is in the first statement. C is in the second statement. What is the link letter? What is the common letter between these two statements? What is the common letter? D is the common letter. D is here, D is here. So D is the common letter. So then we can link up with the D. We can link up with the D. Okay. A less than D. A less than D. D less than C. D less than C. A less than D. D less than C. So A less than C. A less than D. D less than C. So A less than C. So first conclusion is true. Let us see the second one. C greater than or equal to J. So greater than sign is not there. C just only greater than. So greater than or equal to, you can categorically dismiss this conclusion. You can categorically dismiss this conclusion. After C, what is the sign? C greater than. If greater than or equal to is there, we can search. But here after C, what is the sign? C greater than. So then there is no question of C greater than or equal to G. You can, without verifying the statements, you can categorically dismiss this conclusion. C cannot be greater than or equal to J or G. Now let us see the third one. X greater than F. X greater than D. X greater than D. X greater than Z. Z greater than D. So X greater than D. D is equal to F. D is equal to F. So X greater than D. X greater than D. X greater than D. D is equal to F. D is equal to F. Then X greater than F also. D and F are equal. D and F are equal. So if X greater than D, then X greater than F also. Then F also. So X greater than F is true. So your final answer is 1 and 3 are true. 1 and 3 are true. 1 and 3 are true. Okay, friends. In our next video, let us see more complicated problems. We will have at least 4 to 5 videos exclusively on this inequalities chapter. Okay, friends, have a nice day. Please watch this video regularly so that you will be in touch with all the things. And please do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe and like our videos. Okay, friends. Thank you. All the best.